Okay, another Cascade Trekker trip. Still in the eastern Sierras. We'll set a base camp, maybe for 2 days, and do some day hiking tomorrow. Lamarck Lakes. It's been raining quite a bit back here on a daily basis almost. The floor is still wet in some places, and it might just rain today, which won't bother me. It's not gonna be that far, and I'll probably set the tent up before it does rain. Some drops of water falling. Yeah, I think I'm really close. This is Lower Lamarck Lake. Just beautiful. And it was a bit of a climb to get here. There's a creek feeding it over here, and there's a creek feeding it here. This is my exploration zone. I had to edge around the lake through these granite moraines. Real interesting for sure. And it did rain. My stuff got wet. It's kind of pushing that way now. And a bit of a break over here. And I'm thinking that I have just enough time to set up my tent. And with that, we're going to be real careful to watch the drainage, so I'll stay dry, because it could really pound up here. This is my zone. I've got running water right over here. I have my dry setup here. It's the Big 5 special bivvy tent, $40. Lots of like little secret areas, like alcoves in these boulders. quite pleasant here right now. It's cool. I've got all my layers on. It's not really cold. It was after the rain passed. And then it just calmed down. I saw it yesterday do the same thing up here. It got all stormy. And then at the end of the day it was calm and clear. Tomorrow I'm gonna day hike up another trail on the other side. This was real cool back here, but it just looks like it ends maybe half again as far as I went tonight. Nice to just zap out of town, go through the throng of people there at North Lake, and just cut off up this side canyon. I keep thinking I'm hearing voices. A very small space here. I'm sure that no one has come through, but the falling water can make echoes sometimes and make it sound like a voice. Alright, we're gonna tuck in here to this bivvy. It's a great morning up here. Feeling a bit melancholy though. Just feeling the burden on this little bit of wild area here in Southern California, with all the people on the other side, and they come over to this side. All of the permits issued, and the rangers out here, they were checking permits yesterday, which I guess is fine. I spent the night in this tent. I've used this kind before. It's the Golden Bear Bivvy. One thing, I was cold last night in this 15-degree Big Agnes sleeping bag, which is disgusting. It wasn't that cold up here last night, and I was cold in this sleeping bag. My feet were cold all night, and I had to roll over one place or the other to distribute the warmth. And then we had condensation on the top of the tent, which is a bummer inside because your sleeping bag, if you turn over, touches it, right? And the water gets on the sleeping bag. So it's a process in the morning, which I kind of forgot about. Didn't really expect condensation up here last night. Other than that, there's some nice solitude back here. A couple other things I want to mention about this tent. First off, there's a ground cover included. You don't get ground covers with tents, so that's a super bonus. I still have the first one from my first tent. Second thing is about this is there's a great wide space. Even though the height is low, it gives it a little bit more sense of room in the tent. The tent itself, the poles are fiberglass. They're going to wear down. The stretchy stuff in the poles is really slack. I probably got 200 to 300 uses out of my last tent, so I really can't complain. For $40, it's a smart investment. And this, you look here, you can tuck that thing in to tight, small spaces, even with branches above it, okay, because it's a low tent. That's another bonus. The color, the tan color, is like sometimes impossible to see in the forest, so you got to be careful of that. Back at the beginning, we bailed out, figured that was enough work on that leg that I'm trying to heal. Pretty much just up in there, maybe about 1,500 feet, not too much. There was also a work crew back there, trail work crew, and I didn't want to keep going through their zone, and the voices I heard were from them. All right.